Alrighty, let's try this again. Goodness gracious. What a mess. What a mess. I don't know why the mic wasn't working. Had to restart the computer. We are back. All right, Basconia Inferno. Highest total game. The prices are just, it's a lot here. I know we got a lot of value now. So with the value opening up, it does bring these like guys I think are grossly overpriced into play. Like for Basconia, it would be CMC and Cody Mo, or yeah, CMM and Moneki, but like still, I don't know if I'm going to get to them my 7, but like I understand because if they get you like 25 and the rest of your line goes nuke, it's fine. Howard's going to chuck. Marinkovic is a shooter, like a shooting guard. The bigs are hard to get to because Sedekowskis is back at the 4. The 2 bigs are healthy, the 2 centers. And the total's great, but like it's tough. So if I am playing one, you just hope that the like maybe in a Rubio lineup you put like Moneki or some shit like that. For Ferner, Motley's more in play because Basconia is terrible inside. I think this is overpriced for him. But similar situation if he somehow can get 20. But with them healthy too, it's also kind of gross. Wilbekin's overpriced, but get that. You're not playing more than one person on either of these teams. Absolutely not. I don't think you need any exposure to this first game. Amini Nua would be my favorite point for value play, followed by Nigel Hayes Davis, and then Wilbekin and Motley after that. But I think Amini Nua and Nigel Hayes Davis are very in play from this game, probably the most for me. Olympiacos and Zalgiris. We got major news here. Well, kind of major. Backup ball handler Nigel Williams-Goss, who can play the 1, 2, and 3 and ball handles every time that walk-ups off the court, is out. Their stud center Blutenov remains out. Moses Wright kind of just fills in that role. And then they have shooting guard Chucker, Laren Zykas out. What that does is it means walk-up is going to play his 30 minutes. He's going to be ball handling a lot. It means Isaiah Cannon is going to see 30 minutes or high 20s at the very least, rather than these other like low 20s minutes he's seen occasionally. So I think he does go back to 30. Cannon and Walkup are very strong cash plays. Walkup just needs to avoid the fouls versus Keenan Evans. Oh, shit, what'd I do? Alec Peters is a fine dart play with forward being so bad. The front court's just so like crowded now. It makes it tough. With Papa Nicolau there playing 3 or 4. Petrusev playing the 3 or 4. Brezdikas, who's listed as a guard, plays like a little bit of the 3 too. Mustafa Fall is a great play here if he starts. If Moses Wright starts, and I think I really want the starting center for them, even though I do think they end up being even split and both could be fine, even the one off the bench. But I trust the guy who starts more. So probably Wright or Fall are definitely in play here, as well as one of the guards. They have 2 backup guards who I think have upside to get 20 fantasy points today. One of the 2. It depends out who comes out hotter, but between Iggy Brazdenkis, the former NBA guy for the Magic, and then Shaquille McKissick, both guys can score the bucket. And that's basically what they're out there to do. Like, that's it, basically. But they can get some steals and some other ancillary stats. McKissick and Brazdenkis are fine for GPPs. Not much else there. For Zhao, it's really just Keenan Evans for me. If Brutus misses, he's their 5. We can see Smits play some small ball 5, and then he'll get a rebound boost from that. Manic as well will get more time at the 4, maybe a little small ball 5 as well. So most of these Keenan Evans, who I still think is a little more priced, but we have a lot of value today. If you want to put in Keenan Evans and Mike James and just kind of take the raw points, totally cool. I understand that. Milan and Asvel, low total game, but like this Milan team is depleted. So I think they're only going to have like a 9-man rotation basically, and probably going to run 8. So I think we will. I mean, we do have to avoid some landmines here for sure, but like I do want to have some exposure to Milan. Siobhan Shields, the guy who plays shooting guard, small forward, even though this is a forward, he probably more plays as a backcourt guy. He'll be the chalk for good reason. Asvel's absolute dog shit. They give up a lot of points. Shields will be chalk. I'm probably going to play. I'm going to make sure I'm like over the field. Maybe I fade in 1 or 2 builds. Just want to focus on them for right now. We got Napier and Mears out. Just a lot of usage. I think Maydow Low will be their highest usage guy off the bench. Me and Kev talked about it. He brought it up. It's a good point. We will see the starters be Devin Hall, Rodney Magruder, Shields, Melly Voigtman. So it's a pretty big lineup for them. It definitely brings Magruder into play. Hall is out there for his defense. We've seen him pop. He probably does carry ownership here. I probably want to get a share or 2, but I don't love it. I'll say that. I really like Low off the bench. I think he plays up to 20 minutes. He was their starter at the beginning of the year and was doing awesome until he got hurt. Saw him get back up to 21 minutes. The guy can chuck. He can facilitate. Let's look at the ceiling game versus Scravina. Keep that in mind later right there. Kravina has been giving it up to guards and might be Carson Edwards' day. Yeah, so make sure you get some Milan pieces. As far as the bigs go, Voigtman or Melly, do not play them together. They eat them. They eat into each other. So max one there. Probably want a max of one of the guards too between Hall, Lowe, Magruder. Max one. Don't play more than one. For Asvel, tough matchup. Milan is a very good defensive team, and then when Mirotic's off the court, it makes them even better defensively because Mirotic's so bad on defense. Max of one for these Asvel guys. I think they're all good GPP plays. These two are risky, but I do think they have like 4x ceiling. They could easily get 30 fantasy points. Fall will be the tallest guy on the court today by about 4 or 5 inches. We just got to pray that Milan doesn't spread the floor with Voigtman and get him off the court. Scott and Lavernier are fine. They benefit if Fall gets in foul trouble or sucking ass. Paris Lee probably the safest floor. Hurt his thumb, but he's had a month to heal. Should be good to go here. High usage. Not a great matchup, but I think he has an awesome floor. I'll say that. Especially with only it being a 5-point total. I wish the total was a little bit higher. 5-point spread, sorry. Kravina Bayern. This is going to play faster than typical. I actually like the over a little bit, 155, because we got now Kravina slows the pace down when Teodosic is in, but he's out. Dos Santos speeds it up. Dos Santos plays very fast. Dos Santos is a fine play. I think him and Lee are fine. Like I'm not going to argue if anyone gets to them in the 10-5 guard range. The news for Abatka. I want to go one team at a time. Sorry, I'll keep talking about Kravina. Gudrias is listed as a forward, but he plays like the 2-3. He's just out there to shoot, spot up shooter. He can have a game here. But I'm only playing if I have like 80, if I fall to that range, because he's just not a sexy play. He has to hit those shots or he's doing fucking nothing. Nedovic has scored 47 or 48 in a real game before. Just know that the upside is there. The guard minutes will also be there. Him and Smart could benefit whichever one gets hotter. Just hoping they don't eat into each other too much. Adam Hangen will do some of the ball handling, but probably is limited to like 18 or less minutes. Blomboy just overpriced here. He's going against Ibaka. That's not really a fun matchup, to be honest. Mitrovic gets in foul trouble. We can't get out of his own way, but I do love his upside when he's actually able to play a lot. For Bayern, Ibaka's the news here is Elias Harris is out, so they're limited to only one backup for him, and the backup fouls a shit ton. So if this motherfucker gets in foul trouble, Ibaka could be pushed here 28, 30 minutes if he himself is out of foul trouble, which is nice. Silvion Francisco, their highest usage player, he is out. He's marked out. He should have a red OUT by his name, but he does not because DraftKings does not care about you. The bump goes to the two primary ball handlers behind him, Edwards and Balmaro. All three usually rotate being ball handler. Without Francisco, it's just these two, and they're priced very, very affordable in a game that I think will be fun. I like the narrative of the two midgets going back and forth between Edwards and Dos Santos. I think they'll push the pace. Both the guys are smaller. Balmaro is a bigger guard who can get some rebounds, get some assists. He's long. Pretty sure he was also the Timberwolves draft pick. Their other forwards are fine. Like Booker's fine. Lucius he needs to hit those corner threes. Booker can do a little bit of everything. It'd be not like if Bronco gets in foul trouble and then Ibaka, for some reason they don't want to give him like high 20s or 30s minutes, then Booker could have a pretty decent game too at 6K. That's a big if though. Maybe just a GBP play to swap. Bonga probably sees 18 to 20, depending on if he's able to guard the 3-guard lineups they put out there for Kravina. Like if he can guard Nedovic if they do go 3-guard with Smart, which they won't do much, but they will do a little bit. Not much interest though. Oates is a chucker. Just a shooting guard guy with chuck. Has upside for 20 real points if he makes every single shot like he did here against Burner. But not much interest there. I really want to play Carson Edwards or Balmaro, honestly. And then Ibaka didn't play too since forward sucks. All right, last game. It's tough because everyone's priced correctly, but if Vesely misses, Hernan Gomez 8,600 becomes a great play for Barcelona as Monaco is kind of giving it up inside a little bit this year. Mike James' best play. Just expect him and Siobhan Shields to be extreme chalk. The news for Barcelona is the availability of Rubio. Ricky Rubio is available. How much minutes will he get? We do not know. We don't know. I don't think they signed him and made him available to give him anything less than like 8 to 15. And honestly, God, if he gets 8 minutes here, I think he could hit value. So take with that what you will. The other Monaco pieces are just kind of meh for me. They're all healthy now and like priced correctly against in a tough matchup. Laprovitova and Satoransko would have more interest if Ricky Rubio wasn't looming there. I think they'd probably start those two guys and they just platoon them with Brizola, who's a young guy who they can't take away his minutes. He's been playing amazing. They just kind of platoon those two guys a little bit, and then maybe Joe Bias gets something left in the middle. Oscar Silva went off against his ex team, but I don't know how much I'm buying that with the whole team healthy. So a quick core here. I'll play Thomas and just hope, or I'll play Thomas walk up, hope he stays out of foul trouble. We'll play. I'll just give it like a what if core. I like Nigel Hayes Davis or Amini Nua, assuming both start. So we'll put in. I don't even want to put anyone, but we'll put in Amini. Then we'll go Shields James probably. See what that gives. James. Shields. Leave 66 per. You can do that. That's fine. There's a lot of what if options too. Like we didn't even get some of the more Milan pieces. Like there's more Olympiacos pieces we can take from the Kravina guys, like the Bayern guy. I mean, there's all kinds of ways you can go today. So it's really hard to do a core, but I just hope that one of us had the right combination of guys because there's a lot of good plays, unlike yesterday. But all right, guys, wraps us up. Good luck. Sorry, the first video didn't have any sound.